Lost on Lost Season 2, baby!
Hell yeah!
We've watched Seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Lost, and we've learned a lot.
Did we?
And we've learned to love Jack, Kate, Sawyer, Boone, and Claire.
Did we?
But now it's time for Seasons 4, 5, and 6.
That's right, we're still going to talk about the mysteries and mythologies of the island.
And obviously hot tropical hookups.
But now we're going to talk about things like the freighter,
The Others,
Charles Widmore,
The Lighthouse,
time travel,
9/11,
Ronald Reagan,
the Catholic Church,
Titus,
Gold Chains,
the military-industrial complex,
the Prison Industrial Complex,
the Void,
the Orb,
and so much more.
So strap on and strap down, because if you thought last season was confusing,
This is going to be so much worse. Or better if you like being lost on Lost. Strap on?
you heard me. Welcome, everybody, to Lost on Lost. My name is Adam Busher, and I'm joined, as always, by my fellow student, fellow University of Oshkosh alumnus, and co-host, JP Russell.
And I did all my homework if anyone asked. And
If
I never
anybody
skipped
is
class
wondering
ever.
or asking if we were good students or not, we were. We were good
We're the
students.
best.
We never skipped class, or came to class hungover, or came to class still drunk from the night before.
Or we're actively drinking in class.
Not once at all. We're on tour.
Completely unrelated. We have a guest.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're on tour. I'm in Wisconsin visiting some family, and we're here. We've come to Oshkosh because neither one of us live in Oshkosh.
Not anymore, no.
But our guest does live in Oshkosh. I would like everybody out there in the Waldom to please welcome Merlaine Angwall.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
What do you mean you came to class hungover?
I came to class hungover all the time.
That accounts for a lot.
You just didn't know because we were so good at acting.
Oh, man.
But yes, Merlaine Angwall was my acting and directing coach for the majority of my time at Oshkosh.
Yeah. Merlaine, we only had a couple of classes together, but I had the honor of working on a bunch of shows that you direct.
Right. I
I
remember
was
that.
mostly a stagecraft kid just because acting was not my
Right.
strong suit. I got more of a face for radio. But yeah, we were talking with friend of the show, John Weiss,
Yep.
who was recently in a show that you directed.
Yeah.
Correct.
And for some reason mentioned that he's still associated with us and that we had a podcast, and word got to us that you had said, get me on the damn pod.
Yeah, that's right.
So here we are in your living room.
That's right. See what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Merlaine, for those who don't know you, which is, there'll be a decent chunk of our
Audience is familiar, yeah.
that's at least familiar with it. But for those who aren't, give us a little bit of background with yourself. So, you were a theater professor,
Yeah.
an actor extraordinaire.
Yeah, I did that, and I directed professionally. I did all of that before I came to UW Oshkosh, and I was an artist in residence for the state of Oklahoma, and I was at the University of Toledo, and then I came here and directed it in a lot of different theater companies all over the U.S. Yeah, and then I found my way to UWO.
Yeah. Yeah, not only did you teach both JP and I, you've taught many of our former guests.
Yes.
Kim Davister, John
Yep.
Weiss, Matt Scales, Luke Scorchio, Noah Totsky,
Jake Mandel.
Brian Markovich.
Brian Markovich, yeah.
So many have labored under your tutelage and are better people for it.
Oh, my goodness, I hope so.
So if you haven't enjoyed the podcast, we now have someone you can blame.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah, great. You were also the chair of our department for a while.
Yeah,
Like,
I was chair of the department. Geez, I did it all, except clean the toilets, although maybe that, I think that with the budget cuts that happened near the end.
got
Yeah.
rolled
Where's
into your
someone else to
full
do
portfolio. Yeah.
But yeah, so did that and was chair of the fine arts division for a while and did a lot of things within the department and collaborated with other departments. And, yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, very cool. So, Merlaine, what is your background with the ABC television program Lost? Other than watching one episode from season 5.
Well, I heard you guys were doing the show, so I hurried up and I looked at it again. I have this vague memory of it from a million years. What was it? 2004.
2004 is when it started. Yeah.
And but I didn't watch. I mean, here and there, and I didn't remember. So I went back and I looked. And I looked at it with fresh eyes, I guess, and was really surprised by a number of things about it. But yeah, so I have really no background with the show whatsoever, really,
Sure. Yeah.
until a few days ago.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We had dinner just before this. You mentioned that you watched the pilot. What'd you think of the pilot? What'd you think of that first episode?
The pilot was fun. I enjoyed the pilot, although...
Nothing gets Merlaine off like a good plane crash.
Yeah, right. It was. I said it kind of reminded me a little bit of the old Twilight Zone in places.
Sure.
And it has a little bit of fun dialogue in there and some interesting characters.
Mm-hmm.
That's as far as I'm going to tell you right now.
All right. Cool.
I think the show's a good representation of Aristotle's poetics, plot, character, and spectacle. I'm not reading notes. I knew all that from college.
Oh, wow. Plot, character, and spectacle.
There's a lot more of that over the next hour.
Wow. You could really, yeah, okay. I'm not going to even...
Nicely done.
You guys take it from there. Yeah, tell me about the plot. Please tell me
we
about
were hoping
the plot.
you would.
What do you watch besides Lost? Like you didn't really watch Lost. So what do you like to consume when it comes to television or movies or whatever?
I think I was telling you guys I just watched Severance, which I really liked.
So
and
good.
and I also told you I watched Letterkenny and Shoresy. And there are... And being retired, I just retired, so I have a lot more time to catch up on everything that I missed
Sure.
because I was always in rehearsal and
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dealing with drunk students.
with hangovers and
Hangovers.
things. But yeah, so I've watched quite a few things in the last few years, last couple of years.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. Should we talk about Lost?
Should we talk about Lost?
Yes,
Let's
I think.
talk about
Please.
Lost. Oh my God.
Are you going to talk about character, spectacle, and plot?
One of us will.
Because there is a lot of spectacle.
Spectacle. I wrote down testicle.
I think it's a little
Shit.
thin on plot and character.
Plot and character?
Yeah.
Well, today we are talking about He's Our You, the 10th episode of season 5 of Lost, and the 96th episode of Lost overall. Our centric character is everybody's favorite locked up boy, Saeed Jarrah. It takes place on the second day after the successful by-the-book landing of Ajira 316 by Franklin J. Lapidus. It was written by Edward Kitsis and Adam Horowitz and was directed by Greg Yaitanes.
I feel like we've heard Kitsis and Horowitz's names a lot recently.
Yeah.
But Yaitanes, this is his first episode back since Special,
Oh.
which was from season 2.
Oh, okay. And it originally aired on March 25th, 2009. Adam,
Uh-huh.
do you have a recap?
Uh-huh.
Well, let's hear it.
Oh, good.
Murder? I hardly know her.
I'm so mad right now.
Jeez.
Back in the same year that Steely Dan released Asia,
Wow.
Saeed Jarrah struggles to understand why he has returned to the island and why James Ford seems to be running the show. Other recent arrivals, Kate Austin, Hugo Reyes, and Jack Shepard, are settling into their new gigs as mechanic, chef, and janitor, respectively. Permanent residents Jim LaFleur and Juliet Burke LaFleur see the writing on the wall and strive to protect the status quo. Also, Jin is still looking for John Locke, I guess.
Why?
And in the present future past, we watch born killer Saeed Jarrah struggle with his nature, since from boyhood he has equated the taking of a life with masculinity and his worth as a human being.
Was that the chicken thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he gets some booty out of it and afford $120 glasses of scotch, so I say take the good with the bad. Hey, JP, go ahead and reset the days without a minor taking a bullet counter to 0. You've been my you and I've been your you since college, but he's our you here on Lost on Lost.
Wow.
Yep.
Brilliant. You said it wasn't that good of an intro. That was better than I could have mustered, so.
Pretty spectacular.
Thank
Yeah.
Yeah, the chicken thing.
The chicken thing. So.
The episode kicks off in flashback. This
Yes.
is sometime in the mid to late 70s, we gotta assume, in Tikrit, Iraq, based on Saeed's age in the present.
Yeah.
It's Secreta Rack, front yard of a family home, and there's this little boy, and then this man comes out and he's like, "You're going to kill the chicken because it'll make you a man or whatever."
That's right. You're going to be a man.
Yeah.
Go kill that chicken.
Yeah. And he's like, "I don't want to." We actually know who this is. This is little Omar, Saeed's brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a minor character in a different episode, which you didn't see.
I
Right?
forgot that he had a brother.
So little Omar, he's a little bit reticent, and he's like, "I don't want to." He's got this huge cleaver. It's like the size of his whole chest.
Yeah.
Because he's a little kid. He's a little kid.
Here, kid, take this knife.
Yeah.
Go to town.
And he doesn't want to do it. So like his brother, little Saeed, comes over and he's like, "This is how you do it." He's got a handful of chicken feed and he throws it down and all the chickens go after the feed. And then he just grabs them.
Which is absolutely what you do.
Yep. And then he snaps the neck. And he hands the dead chicken to his brother and he's like, "There you go, man."
Yeah.
Yeah, but the sad thing is then Dad comes out. He's, "I'm very proud of you, and you're a real man."
You're going to be a man.
Yes, and then...
Omar snitches on himself.
Yeah.
He's like, "I didn't do it."
I'm sure the scene, I don't know how much it actually plays into anything. The thing I was really distracted with was that, we have another child actor in this episode who clearly the casting director, who I have personal vendetta with, went to great lengths to get a young actor that would look much like a younger version of his older counterpart. Whereas here they're like, "Give me 2 brown kids."
Jeez.
Do they need to look like the actor? This is the one episode they're going to be in. Just give me 2 brown kids. Yeah.
Send someone over.
Yeah.
There's a recurring theme here. Most of the characters on Lost have shitty fathers.
Yeah.
So here we go. Saeed's father's kind of a shithead.
Yeah.
Because, after Omar says, "I didn't kill the chicken,
Right.
Saeed did it for me," the father's like, "Oh, well, at least one of you will be a man."
Yeah, really snarky to his kid. Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah.
This reminded me a lot of Little Echo and Lil Yemi.
Yeah. I was thinking the exact same thing. Yeah.
2 other characters, brothers, who had sort of a similar sort of trial as children. Theirs was way worse.
Yeah. They had to kill a person.
Yeah. But, okay, so we flash... we cut to 1977.
Oh, by the way, Merlaine, they time travel in this show.
Oh, thanks, because that explains
But
things.
only in one season. And then they just time travel back to the present, but 3 years in the future.
Oh, God, I'm so confused.
Did it dawn on you that this was in the 1970s, that this was 1977?
There were hints, but I couldn't pin down a date.
Okay.
I just was fixated on the creepy kid.
Yeah, the creepy kid, Lil Ben.
And the makeup, the eye makeup.
Yeah.
They do, this is the the good kid casting, this kid who plays Little Ben. Yeah, so Little Ben comes in and he talks to Phil. Phil is one of Jim's goons who works for security. Phil is just like, whatever, he's not eating and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, whatever." And Little Ben goes in and asks Saeed. He asks Saeed about Richard. Richard is the supposed leader of the Hostiles, this other faction that exists on the island. Ben doesn't like it in Darmaville. He wants to join the others, or the Hostiles, not the others.
Are you getting all this, Merlaine? Is it all?
I was just wondering what that was about because I like I told you, I was on episode 2 or 3 and then I jumped to season 5. So confused.
The way the writers intended.
Yes.
Yep. So Little Ben offers to help Saeed out. "Hey, I will help you out, but take me with you." And I, like, in this scene, I'm like, why would he want to leave?
Yeah. Right.
Why is the kid so creepy? What's up with that? Is there something I should know? Does something happen with this kid?
Well, he got... Okay, this is going to make a lot of sense. He got put, or he's about to be put into an island deep fryer and changed forever.
Yeah.
So...
Like resurrected,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a great time to mention. You got a little lost in the weeds watching this episode.
Yes, I did.
And you said that you only watched the first 10 minutes of it.
Well, and then I got easily distracted. Short attention span.
Sure.
It was
Completely
on.
understandable.
But I got the first 10 minutes or so.
So there's a resolution which we will get to at the end of Little Ben's thing,
Okay.
which you may or may not find surprising.
Cut to what comes after that?
Moscow. Yeah, the lost card comes through and we cut to Moscow, which I had written down as a flash forward, but it's not technically.
I saw that.
Okay, yeah. It's technically a flashback.
Right.
To like a couple of years before 2007, so maybe like 2005. It's after the Oceanic 6.
Yes.
But before Ajira.
It's when we're in hot dark Said era.
Yes, hot dark Said era.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I did remember seeing the sort of Russian
Yeah.
looking, and I thought, well, that could be any time period.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There's a man being chased. He bursts into this room and starts opening up a safe, and then hot dark Said pops in behind him. This is the adult version of the child from the cold open. Conditioner, his hair straight and everything. He's wearing the hitman outfit, like this, the turtleneck and the tactile neck.
Yeah.
And the jacket. He's got the
Gotta
stylus
get one
pistols.
of those turtlenecks, man.
For a minute, I thought it was a little Bond-like. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, we're going to go James Bond now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought the guy he was assassinating was Skip Suddath, the driver from Ronin.
Yeah. Some Russian dude opens the safe and busts out a handful of cash, and he's just rambling at him in Russian and clearly trying to bribe him. And Said's not having it, so he just pops him.
We cut to a scene outside where Ben and Said come to this resolution about well, that was the last of them.
Yep.
Said's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What? I don't know if you guys noticed this. Something was up with the audio in that scene. I think they only had the lavalier mics. The boom must not have worked. It might have been a really windy day or something like that, and they didn't have the cover for the microphone. But it was all low end.
Oh.
Go back and listen to that scene because it's really, really bad. Just from a technical.
I did notice one pretty bad ADR line in that scene. So. Yeah, who knows? It's weird because this is a Moscow scene. They got all this fake snow on the ground, but they never shot outside of Honolulu.
Right.
So this is fake snow. This is some alley in Honolulu that they masked up to make look like
Big
Red Square.
matte painting. They just
Right.
wheeled in.
The car was good, though.
Yeah, car looked good.
Yeah,
Car
very
looked
nice
good.
car. But that's it. Ben and Said have been hunting some of Charles Widmore's people. I guess Said thought there were more people to go after, but Ben's like, no. We got them. There were 5.
That's it.
And that's it.
Go live your life.
Yeah, that was a strange. I saw that too, and I was like, "Oh, must be more here I'm missing."
Yeah.
Was that it?
No, that's kind of it.
Is that kind of what it's like to retire? They just say there's no more people to kill,
actually,
Merlaine.
it's exactly like that. It was, in fact, I don't even think I got a goodbye from it. It's like, "Oh, you're going? Okay, good luck. See ya."
They gave you a black turtleneck and a gun.
Yeah.
This same exact thing happened the first time Said killed somebody for Ben. Ben said, "Thank you, appreciate your service," and then he started to walk away, and then Said just followed him like a puppy.
Yeah.
It's just the same exact thing here.
But I want to keep killing people.
But I want to keep killing people. It's pretty funny. Ben says mission accomplished, which I think is funny because...
George Bush.
Right.
Yes.
But yeah, Said's like, well, what do I do now? And Ben's like, good luck. So he's really spun out. It's weird.
Ben just walks away using very good form, like he's been practicing the Alexander technique, learning to stand like a sentient marionette.
What? The Alexander technique?
I don't know. You made me write a paper about it.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to look at that now.
Hey, don't do that.
Cut back to 1977. Horace comes in with Radzinski and in the brig where Said's being held, and he pulls out this knife, and it's all sinister, but it's really obvious that he's just going to cut his cuffs off. Did they have those zip tie cuffs in 77? I feel like that's a relatively modern invention, but who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Horace and Horace, played by known pervert Doug Hutchison. We just have to make mention of how gross he is.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He married a 17-year-old girl when he was 51 with her parents' permission. So her parents are kind of weird too.
Wow.
It's weird.
Yes.
This is the context you need to watch the show.
Okay. This helps.
Horace and Radzinski question Said, hey, what's your name? What are you doing here? Are you trying to defect? What's up? And Said really doesn't have anything to say. Just sits there in silence.
He says thank you when he cuts the cuffs off, and that's apparently the first words that he's said to them.
Yeah.
So, oh, you can talk.
Yeah. Horace is like, if you don't start talking, we got ways of making you talk or whatever.
We gotta take you to
Oldham.
Oldham?
Yeah.
You gotta know when Oldham.
Oh, that's so good.
Jeez.
I always get it's been forever since I've seen the show, but I was thinking that Oldham was going to be played by Stephen King.
Oh.
But I realized at that point that I was getting confused with Sons of Anarchy. Stephen King did one episode of Sons of Anarchy where he played a cleaner, a fixer type guy, and they're like, we got to go to his name was in Sons of Anarchy was Bachman, which was Stephen King's pseudonym. He would write books under Richard Bachman.
I didn't know
so
that.
I was thinking, oh shit, is Stephen King in this episode? And then I sat there for a minute. I was like, I'm thinking of something. So that's a shame.
Oh, that
'Cause,
would have been fun.
Yeah, it would have been fun. It would have been better than this fucking other dork that they got to play hold of.
He was in Blade Runner. And he's not a very good actor.
We're continuous in 77. We go to Jim Sawyer LaFleur Ford's house. Sawyer has several aliases, and he's presently living under the alias of Jim LaFleur, the head of security for the Dharma Initiative.
But it's Sawyer.
Is what most of his friends know him as, I guess.
Remember that guy with the
he shot the polar bear.
Yeah, shot the polar bear.
That guy, yeah.
Real racist. Everybody hates him.
Yes.
Everybody loves him later in the show. He turns into a real good guy. So, yeah.
Oh, God, because right now he's kind of despicable.
Yeah.
Juliet is like looking out into the quad, and she sees Jack and Kate come wandering out. T2J, 8 minutes 46 seconds.
It's time to Jack. We track how long it takes until we have to see Matthew Fox's face.
I see.
But she's like, it's over, isn't it? Us playing house. And Sawyer's like, no way. I've been running this con for 3 years. I'll figure this out.
Don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry about it, baby. It'll be fine. And she's like, yeah, okay. Horace barges into the house and is just like, hey, prisoner won't talk. We're going to sick Oldham on him. And there's a weird pause here in between that and then Jim's reaction. That psychopath?
Yeah.
And I was like, why was that pause there? And that's such a like kind of milquetoast reaction. Like if we find out later, Oldham's not a psychopath.
No,
but like
he's just in a DMT.
But if he was a psychopath, I would have figured Sawyer would have been like, what? Would have flew out the handle. But he's just like, that psychopath.
Was the pause for dramatic effect?
If it was, it failed miserably.
Well, yeah, didn't fill the pause.
Yeah. Jim's like, let me talk to him. Let me talk to him alone. I'll get something out of him. So Jim goes down to the brig. Boots fill out of the camera room. He's like, scram, go have your lunch or whatever. Goes in, and talks to Saeed. Saeed and Sawyer know each other. Sawyer has been sitting here in the 70s for 3 years. Sawyer has only just recently time traveled here because of the Ajira plane crash. So they have different perspectives on what's going on.
God.
Merlane's actively deleting our phone numbers from her phone.
I saw her phone at dinner. She had the 9 and the 1 already punched in, and she was just waiting to hit the last one.
I'm saving it.
Okay, so like Sawyer does the absolute worst job of selling joining the Dharma Initiative to Saeed.
Yeah.
He's basically just like, this is what it is. So get with the program or get out of fucktown.
Yeah. And I'm going to headbutt you before I say that.
Is it the writing or is it the directing or is it the acting?
All of the above.
Yeah, it's like Porque no los tres. Like it could be all three.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that Josh Holloway necessarily. I mean, I think Josh Holloway's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, I think he's a perfectly capable television actor. Yeah,
but if you don't have anything to work with, you know what I mean? Like,
right. I noticed that it seemed a little dated, especially for when I look at the female characters in the first couple of episodes.
Well, their point is to have a womb. I think.
That's
really
yes. I remember now. Yeah.
I wish that made it dated, but television is still like that occasionally.
Of course.
So gross.
Yeah. So
he does a piss poor. Headbutts him. Like say like, hey, I'm gonna headbutt you or physically damage you.
This.
So but no, he does that first, and then it's Saeed's like, I'm not doing that. This is dumb. This is dumb, and you're dumb. Leave me alone.
I don't remember if it was this scene or a different scene because they're talking about like little Ben.
Oh yeah, it's like he asks him how he's doing, and he's like, well, a child, Ben Linus, came and gave me a sandwich.
That's pretty messed up.
That's pretty weird. There's a commercial here, and we're continuous in 77. We cut to the commissary in Dharmaville. Hugo brings Kate and Jack breakfast. Waffles, some dipping sauces.
I would mess up some waffles.
They just talk about Sawyer and Juliet being together, and it's real dumb.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you had mentioned at dinner about the sort of the soap opera-ness.
Soap opera,
and
yeah.
this right here is like we've time traveled to 30 years in the past. Let's talk about Sawyer's girlfriend.
Exactly.
It's a love triangle, and two of the sides of the triangle really suck. So like,
well, then that just sets it up for bad soap opera dialogue.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really what this is.
Exactly.
Even Hugo in this scene is like, you didn't know? And I was just like,
Yeah, it's like, what is this, high school? That was my only note for the scene, other than there is a dude working the food line that has a sick fro. So they're like, hey, at 77, we can have a guy with an afro and nobody will... And I was like, okay, cool, I guess. Cut to the brig. Roger Linus, Ben's father, is a janitor, and he's mopping up the cell, and he's just sort of like taunts Saeed a little bit, I guess. Just
Yeah,
like,
he's-
why do you live in the jungle? How'd you get? He's like, you must not. I thought you hostiles were supposed to be like kings of the jungle. How'd you get? You must be pretty bad to have gotten caught by these idiots.
Yeah.
And then
he's like,
Saeed's like, you clean up after them.
yeah, you clean up after these idiots. What does that say about you? And he's like,
Harumph.
You hurt my feeling. I'm gonna go drink 9 beers about it.
take it out on my son.
Yeah, he's a drunk and he takes it out on his son, which I think happens right here. Yeah, Ben comes in with a sandwich.
That seems to be a theme. Fathers taking it out on sons.
Shitty fathers. Yeah, so Ben comes in with a sandwich and Roger's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I brought you a sandwich. It's like, you've never brought me a sandwich my whole life. It's like, I was just thinking about you. He's like, I'm gonna abuse you now.
How do you want a knuckle sandwich?
Yeah, knocks the sandwich down, grabs him by like the scruff of his neck and slams him against the cell wall, and it's all like real horrible
Yeah,
shit.
it's not good.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he's like, go home and think about what you've done. It's like, I don't know, like you can judge a society by how we treat our prisoners. So like, I think I was in the right here, but like, you do you, Dad. And then Roger like throws the sandwich and stuff like that. He makes a big mess, and then I was like, he's the janitor. He's gonna have to just clean that up.
Gotta clean that up.
Clean up after
Somebody else
myself.
is gonna come up here and clean it up. That's your job.
Damn it! The consequences of my own actions.
Again.
We cut to another flash forward from
back.
but yeah, like sometime in between 2005 2007.
Right.
Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic.
Saeed's working a construction crew. He can pick up 2 2x4s at the same time. If I were that foreman, I'd be pissed. How many times? We just trying to get our steps in there, pal? You just you don't 2 2x4s? How about you take an arm load?
I just wrote down Saeed works for Habitat for Humanity? Question mark. That's a real pivot from mercenary assassin. But yeah, carrying 2 2x4s, and Ben rocks up. This is the adult version of the weird kid.
Wearing a tan suit like Obama.
Oh, well, controversial. Act like an adult, dress like an adult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Ben looks really handsome here. Like his hair's done. Like
He looks great, but this is the scene, Merlaine, where I was like, this feels like cheap soap opera dialogue.
Yeah.
It's so like it's devoid of any real substance.
yeah, he says John Locke's dead, and I think somebody killed him. So he's like, I don't give a fuck.
Cool. he didn't owe me money anymore, so
And then Ben's like, but if whoever is going to kill him, if I can find you, they can find you just as easy. And that means that Hugo's in trouble, Kate's in trouble, and Jackson, like that, they're being watched right now. And so he's like, well, so what? You want me to kill these people that are chasing my friends or whatever? And Ben's like, well, yeah, you're a killer.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm not a killer. You don't know me. And Ben's like, oh, my mistake, and just like walks off.
okay, bye.
Yeah, and I was like,
Well, that's one way to end
yeah,
it. Yeah.
sure.
All he had to do was show up, and he knew Saeed was going to follow him.
Right.
You know.
So, but this he says something about how he's not a bad man, or he's like trying to change or whatever. And this made me think of the scene from season 6, the hit Saeed's event. Saeed dies and has to be resurrected by the same deep fryer that Lil Ben goes into.
I can't wait to see that.
To the audience at home, Merlaine just sort of nods frustratedly.
You're just like, what?
Line.
But yeah, it made me think of Dogen's test, like how Saeed hypothetically his soul was found wanting and all that. Like that made me.
I forgot Dogen existed.
Yeah. Cut back to the brig in 77. Jim and his goons take Saeed to Oldham.
Is that old?
Oldham. Oldham.
Oldham.
Oldham. Oldham.
It's not Old Ham, I don't think.
I thought, okay, yeah, right.
No, that's pretty funny. I'd prefer Old Ham. I think that would be, now see, that's original.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
We go to Oldham's camp.
He's just out in the woods.
He's just a weird guy. He's not a psychopath. He likes to trip and like hang out in the woods. Like he lives in a teepee. He's got Tibetan prayer flags. Like he wears a gray jumpsuit, so he's obviously some sort of scientist or whatever. Like he's got these dorky glasses. He's just kind of a weird guy. Like I did not get like it's not like there were bones and like a lamp made out of human flesh. Like this guy's not a like I didn't get psychopath vibes from him. Maybe his camp looks different in the dark, but like
his existence might be the most fascinating thing about the Dharma Initiative to me, because I'm like,
absolutely, because I'm like, what function does this guy serve in the Dharma? Why is he here and part of it?
That's sort of like, you know, they're this utopian society sort of thing. Like, are they messing with psychedelic drugs? Like, is that his function within the community?
Right. Is he like their Timothy Leary or or is he just a weird dude?
Also, where is he when everything else is going on?
Part of me hopes that he survived the purge and is just still on the island.
He's just big chilling.
Yeah.
Or like if this isn't a sanctioned job within
That'd be
the Dharma
funny
Initiative, why is he still allowed to do this?
Right.
You know, like it has to be sanctioned.
Yeah. It'd be funny if his jumpsuit said Oldham Interrogator on all their jumpsuits have their name and their job on them.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, it'd be like, Oldham, acid head. Like
Oldham, real chill.
Yeah. Real chill, bro.
He just has, instead of one of the Dharma patches, it's just like the third eye, like in the on the dollar bill.
Yeah.
Like
the dude.
Yeah.
He's like the dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, he puts a dropper full of some drugs on a sugar cube, and he's like, here you go. Inside, he struggles and resists. He's like, you better tie him up. And so they tie him up, and then they put the sugar cube in his mouth, and so they dose him with some sort of whatever commercial, and we cut to
a continuation of a scene we saw in the.
The scene is sort of it's an important like sort of hub and spoke moment in season 5, the big marina meeting of the Oceanic Six, where Ben tells them that they have to return to the island,
and everyone just walked away. Everyone was mad at the end of that scene.
Yeah, the only person that was really on board with it was Jack, and he was probably still high on Percocet. So yeah, we've seen this scene several times in other season 5 episodes, and it's the same thing. Like, it's archival footage. Like, Sun, the Asian woman who's holding Ben at gunpoint in that scene, this is her only appearance in the episode, and it's footage from a different episode.
Still got to get paid for that, though, right?
She gets a reuse fee. It's like, And, well, unless she's on a schedule F, then she might not.
These needy actors.
But yeah, Sun holds Ben at gunpoint, and at this point, we know at this point here on Lost that she's working with Widmore. That's why she has Ben at gunpoint.
Right.
Kate storms off, then Saeed. So yeah, the results of this is we know Jack's with Ben, we know Sun's with Widmore. Kate and Saeed have opted out. Hugo is still hypothetically at Santa Rosa.
Yes.
And then Aaron is in the car, which
he
wouldn't
be at Santa Rosa. He'd be in jail.
Oh, he's in jail. Okay.
Yeah. Because Saeed already broke him out.
That's right. And then he got arrested. Yeah, that's right. And then, little Aaron is in the car completing the Oceanic Six. Cut back to 77. Oh, no, we don't cut back to 77. So we follow Saeed after he storms off from this meeting. He goes to a bar, pounding scotch, couple of McClutchin, yep.
We then just repeat the other episode where Saeed,
the Economist.
The Economist, yes.
Yeah.
It's the exact same plot as The Economist.
Sitting in the bar, pretty lady comes up. Why do you look so sad? I don't know. I murdered a bunch of people. I like sad men.
She literally says... Yeah,
that's
no. She doesn't say that.
She does say, I like sad men.
Oh my god,
it's horrifying. God. I wanted there to be like the Vaseline filter from like Moonlighting, like on this scene.
Yeah,
because he's like, "Are you a professional?" He's like, "Do you think I'm a prostitute?" And he's like, "Why don't you buy me a glass of that scotch and I'll tell you all about it?" It's
$60 a drink.
$120. She just chats him up, and it's goofy.
Yeah, I can tell who wrote that.
If I'd have been watching this show in 2009 when this came out, I'd be like, I like sad men. I'd have been like, I'm a sad man.
Well, and that was my reaction, because she goes, I like sad men. I was like, that's weird. I like sad women.
I can picture.
Are you in emotional distress? Are you crying?
God. I can fix her.
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm a man.
That's right. Were you a writer on this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Fucking should have been.
It's very, very male POV.
Yeah. Kitsis and Horowitz, 2 men wrote this episode. The showrunners are men. The director's a man.
Yeah. Been there.
Cut to 77, back to 77. So he's just like tripping. He's tied up to this tree, just like looking up at the sky with his eyes kind of like lolling around.
Have you ever seen Black Dynamite?
No.
Okay, well, first of all, put that on your list because it's phenomenal. But there's a scene where it's supposed to be a play on like 70s blaxploitation movies, and they give a guy a shot, and then instantly he's in the truth serum, and this is very much
oh no,
like I would just say everything now. I'm not fighting this at all. Like, it's like he's literally just kind of going and I was like, this is an instance where it's both bad direction and bad acting. This is not his best performance.
Is he improving the dialogue?
Maybe. Yeah, he's like, he's like, he looks over at Kitsis and Horowitz sitting over in Video Village. He's like, guys, this is too dumb. I'll just do something. Just let's take it and let's get out of here.
They're just counting money. They're like, whatever.
He's tied to a tree.
He's been restrained against like a tree trunk, like a big tree trunk. So just his hands though, like his feet are free.
And they give him a drug that acts like a truth serum.
Yeah. But it's also acid. I don't know.
Okay.
They don't explicitly say what it is, but yeah, it seems to make him kind of like loosey-goosey and truth serum-y.
Okay.
It reminded me of like the True Lies scene.
Yeah.
Because that's like, he gets kind of dopey in that, and he's just like, I'm going to kill you pretty soon. So they start questioning him. They're like, all right, he's obviously high enough now. Let's so what's your scoop? What are you doing here? He's like, I came here on an airplane. And I'm like, what airplane? We don't know any about
I came back here.
Oh, I came back
before.
Here. Yeah. And he's like, oh, you were here before? He's like, yeah, I lived here for 100 days. Like, ask. Well, he can't point because his arm is tied up, but he's like, ask Sawyer. And the guys in the jumpsuit don't know Jim LaFleur as Sawyer. So I'm like, who's Sawyer?
Yeah.
And he's like, I came here on a Jira 316, but I was originally on Oceanic 815.
I had an aisle seat.
And you guys are all going to die. And they're like, what? How do you know that? And he's like, I'm from the future.
Yeah.
Oh, he spills the beans.
Yes. And the thing is, he tells the truth entirely, and Oldham's reaction is like, maybe I should have used half a dropper because they think he's just high now. Because they like that.
Saeed finds that hilarious. He's like, no, you used the right amount.
This is the according to Lostpedia trivia section. Only the 3rd time we ever see Saeed laugh or smile in the show.
We're on season 5.
Yeah, he was very serious in the first. He stays that way.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
I love that it happens so infrequently that someone started counting.
Yeah. What happens next? Oh, we stay in 77. We go back to Dharmaville. Juliet is showing Kate to her new job at the motor pool. Juliet is a fertility specialist, and they made her a mechanic.
It's all ball bearings.
Why?
That's an excellent question.
Okay. I'm very confused.
Yeah.
Well, in the 70s, they're like, lady, you can't be a doctor.
Oh, I see.
I mean, part of it is she didn't want to like be responsible for that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah,
like that used to be like her old job, and she's like there were problems with it, and so she was like. It's kind of like me. Like, I want to retire from my high-stress job and go to a low-stress job. So instead of being a fertility specialist, I'm going to grind on buses with an angle grinder.
Well, it's all plumbing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Precisely. Yep. See, I want a higher stress job. Yeah, I'm going to skydive, defuse bombs.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Kate and Julia talk about boys.
Oh, God. I just finished watching The Handmaid's Tale, and this sounds very opposite. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if they count how many times this show passes the Bechdel test. Probably not a lot of times.
Yeah, I literally wrote in my notes, blurg. Like, because she's like, I'm glad that you know Sawyer and I are together because I couldn't think of a way to say it to you that didn't sound like stay away. And she's like, no, it'll be okay.
It sounds very soap opera.
Yeah, and it was real dumb. The goon squad pulls up with Saeed. They're finished with their camping trip, and they cuff him and take him back off to wherever they're back to the cell. And so Kate and Juliet see this later that night. I was about to say the higher ups of the Dharma Initiative have a meeting about Saeed's fate. But I think it's just some people.
Yeah, I think it's just the in crowd.
Yeah, because it's like Horace, and Horace is in charge of the thing.
They didn't ask Ben's dad. They didn't ask Roger to be in on the meeting. You know.
So Horace is like the leader of the Dharma Initiative, and then Radzinski is some sort of also higher up dude on the science side, and then LaFleur is there at the head of security. But they're like like Horace's wife and like just some other rando people. So Radzinski's like, that guy saw my model.
He saw my diorama.
Let's kill him. Wow. And Horace is like,
let's put it to a vote.
You're really homicidal for like a dork nerd guy.
He saw what I'm entering into the science fair. He must be killed.
So there's these sort of two opposing sides. Radzinski wants to execute Saeed. Horace is like, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe there's something to it. Whatever. And Amy, Horace's wife, who recently had a baby, sides with Radzinski, not her husband. She thinks, and she says this, I can't sleep with one eye open. We have a baby now.
Yeah, we don't know if this guy's actually a double agent.
Right. So they vote to execute Saeed. Yep. Radzinski rallies everybody to his side. And then LaFleur, Sawyer, Saeed's friend, is the only holdout. And Horace says, I would really like this to be unanimous. And so Sawyer does raise his hand, which is kind of gross.
I'm sure they have a real Freytag's pyramid consisting of exposition, rising action, a crying scene, and a blackout.
A crying scene?
Listen, that's what I remember you saying.
So, wait. So there's the climax of the show and then a crying scene?
Well, that's how I typically I always cry after a climax.
God.
Anyways.
Oh, so bad.
Speaking of climax, cut to a flash back forward.
2005, 6, 7, whatever. Yeah, Saeed and Alana are hooking up. But not really.
Get a condom, but not for me.
She pushes her down on the bed and they're like about to get to it. She's wearing these like really like these thigh-high zip-up boots and she's like, take it off. And he's like about to like...
No one's foot ever smells good after being in a boot.
Yeah, thigh-high leather boot.
Yeah, no. Awful.
Yeah, and so he goes for the zipper, but then she like just kicks him in the face. Gets a drop on him, pulls out a pistol. She's like, ha!
You're under arrest, horn boy.
It's like... What the hell?
What happened?
We were having such a good time. And she's like,
you couldn't handcuff me in my sleep?
Right? Like, why didn't they kick me? It turns out she's a bounty hunter. There is an earlier season 5 episode, The Economist, in which Saeed shoots a man on a golf course. And she is here to take Saeed to Guam to answer for that murder.
But to Guam?
I guess. Even though the crime wasn't committed in Guam, Saeed's not a Guam citizen.
Yeah, right.
Resident. Yeah, like...
The murder happened in Guam?
It didn't.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it happened in the Seychelles, which is nowhere near Guam.
Yeah,
no.
I don't know.
Seychelles are...
Yeah, like on the other side of Africa.
Yes.
I just found Seychelles on the beach. So, hey, Adam, you know how we're watching the show out of order?
Yeah.
Occasionally I get lost.
Yeah.
So
it happens to the best of us.
Alana
I'm real lost.
Is and that's okay. It's a feature, not a bug. She's doing this, saying that she's a bounty hunter for the guy that he killed, but we know that she's actually working for Jacob.
I had this exact same thought, and I didn't understand actually what was happening, because when Alana takes Saeed to the airport, she wasn't part of the plan to get everybody back.
Right.
Unless she was.
I don't know. Is she working with the pendulum lady?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways.
Pendulum lady?
Yeah.
Fionola Flanagan.
Okay.
If you like her.
Yes.
Yeah, she has a pendulum. It's a whole pendulum thing. We cut to the brig. Jim comes to let Saeed out. He's like, what I want you to do is punch me. You owe me one. You owe me one anyway because I headbutted you earlier. Take the keys out of my pocket. Split out of here. You can get the drop and Phil because he's a dork, and you'll be able to escape before he even knows you're out. And Saeed's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
And he's like, why? He's like, when I first came here back to the island 15 hours ago. I didn't know why.
I've had a long 2 days.
I didn't know why. I thought there was no reason for this to happen to me. But now I know why. Now I know why I was brought back. And then we just cut away. Jim leaves Saeed in the cage, and he goes to Kate's house and asks her why she came back. She says, I can't speak for the others, but I know why I came back.
Could I have a question about?
What?
Yeah. Her real reason is to bring a baby back because she stole a baby earlier. Stole.
Borrowed.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Loaned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rented.
So,
Yeah.
like, they're about to have a very soap opera-y scene, but then a flaming van crashes into, like, the neighbor's house.
What?
Well, that's what you get for having lady mechanics, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
So bad.
Oh, God, Merlaine's still here. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, smashes into the house. It starts the house on fire. Kate
It's
starts,
actually, like...
it's a pretty neat little action sequence.
And it
like,
looks like all practical
Yeah,
flames.
yeah,
like
I'm sure.
they burn.
yeah, they burned down a house and a
Pretty
bus.
cool, yeah.
Pull a couple of stunt folks out of the window. Kate helps rescue some people. Jim starts organizing the fire crew. Get the hoses, get the whatever. Jack's on the fire hose, and it's all whatever. And then Sawyer grabs the radio, and he's like, all security, come out here. We have a building on fire. And Phil, the one dude in charge of watching the jail, is like, on it, boss.
I'm going to grab a gun and help. He
I'm gonna
grabs
grab
a rifle.
gun and come to the fire.
Gonna fight fire with fire. Gonna shoot the fire.
That's always a good plan.
It always is.
Yeah.
Friend of the podcast and firefighter Kim Davister confirmed
Yeah,
that.
she'll tell you that's a proper strategy.
Yeah.
So Phil fucks off to the fire with the gun, and then like like a little Sith Lord walks in.
A little Unabomber.
Yeah. So like, it's a shadowy figure in like a hood, but he's 4.5 feet tall. So it's like obviously the kid. It's obviously the weird kid back.
The kid with the lavender eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he comes in.
Well, he's got a little bit more lavender eyeshadow now.
He's been worked over.
Got a shiner.
Yeah, his glasses are busted. They got tape on him, and he's like, "What happened to you?" It's like Roger Linus happened
My
to me.
dad.
Man. This is why I want to get out of here. My dad's a piece of shit. And Saeed's like, my dad was a hard man too, and we saw that in the earlier episode.
It is a theme. I don't even know the show, and it seems like with that.
Dad's things. There's an early season 1 episode called "All the Best Cowboys Have Daddy Issues."
That's the name of the
That's the name of the
episode.
episode.
Whoa. Well, then that makes sense.
A lot of dad stuff going on.
I learned in a
Dad.
journalism class a headline shouldn't have more than 5 words. You know, so like.
He offers to let Saeed out in exchange for being able to accompany him. He's like, I'm going to let you out, but you got to take me with you to your people, take you to the hostels. Can you do that? And Saeed looks at him and says, yes, Ben, that is why I'm here.
Of course.
Of course I will do that. Cut to 2007. So we know this is the present. This is another sort of half scene that we've seen before. The Oceanic 6 reuniting at LAX to get on a Jira 316, which is the flight that brings 3 of them to the 70s and the rest of them to the island, but still in 2007.
I'm glad you're keeping this straight.
Wow. I have to. I have a lot of work to do.
Saeed sees Hugo and Jack and Kate, and he's like,
Can I get on a different flight?
do me a favor. Let's get a later flight.
Listen, let's drive.
This is, yeah.
Put me on a boat.
Yeah.
Put me in a
Kill
crate
me
on
here.
a boat. Yeah.
And she's like, no, we're taking this flight, which makes me think maybe she knows what's going on. I don't know. Whatever.
know. Alana's whole storyline is kind of
Pointless.
Yeah.
They're on the plane. Ben arrives late.
even him seeing Ben.
Yeah.
It's the Always Sunny looking at each other from across
Yeah.
the, like he sees Ben sees him.
Yeah. Yeah. Ben's just thinking to himself, that's a freebie. But yeah, so like Saeed's like, he turns to Alana, who is sitting in the seat next to him. He's like, are you working for Benjamin Linus? And he's like, who's Benjamin Linus? He's a liar. He's a manipulator. He's a killer. He's a mass
And the whole time
murderer.
he's looking at Ben.
Yeah.
He's a real jerk.
Yeah, he's responsible for nothing short of a genocide.
Oh, that's it. And I was like, actually, he did a little genocide at one point.
A little genocide.
He
at
did
one
kill an entire village of people.
Oh,
so
that's yeah. That would be a
and
a qualifier.
genocide. Yeah.
he's a monster. And then she says, why would I work for somebody like that? And he goes, I did.
Listen, the hours are rough, but he has dental and eye coverage.
Well,
that
then
is
it's hard to pass that.
right.
Yeah.
Matching 401k up to,
And
you're not going
pet-
to believe this,
And
5%.
pet insurance?
Yeah.
Unlimited conditioner.
Okay.
Come back to 77. Ben opens the cell and they bug out to the jungle. They're running. They're through the dark. Saeed's leading the way. Ben's trying to keep up. A Dharma van comes pulling through the walkway, and they duck out of the way real quick. And they think they might have gotten away, but then the van stops, and the driver gets out, and it's our friend Jin. Jin is one of the original A-15 survivors who is stuck in 77 here with James and Miles, who isn't in the episode, and Juliet.
in the episode.
And so he gets out his flashlight and he's looking around, and then Saeed's like, "Oh shit, Jin, what's up, bro?"
Hey,
He's like,
what are you doing here? Oh, Sawyer totally let me out. Don't ask him about it though.
Yeah, and Jin has no idea what's going on because he has like this weird side mission to look for John Locke, who's absolutely not on the island. So he's like, "I'm gonna radio in and check with LaFleur," and so he radios in, but then he gets off just like, "Hey, Jim, it's Jin. I'm with Saeed," and then Saeed karate chops him, knocks him out, whatever. Ben is like, "Okay, you got him. Nicely done. That was really sick. Let's get out of here," because he got a hold of LaFleur.
Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid right here. We're gonna ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, and so Saeed grabs Jin's pistol and he looks at Ben really sad, and he says, "You know, Ben, you were right about me." And Ben's like, "What?"
Huh?
"I am a killer." And he shoots him in the chest.
Shoots a little kid.
Wow, okay.
All I could think of was that episode of CSI where they shoot Justin Bieber. I don't know if you worked on that one, but
He's referencing the conversation they had as adults. So
right,
baby
it's in
Ben
the future for Ben. It's in the past for Saeed.
Yeah, so
yeah.
it's all
Well,
whatever. And then Saeed takes off into the jungle.
I am thoroughly confused.
I would say that you're lost.
I am lost.
Unfortunately for
Very.
you, Merlaine,
Yes.
it's over. That's the end of the episode. The Lost smashes in, and that is the final moments of He's Our You.
Wow.
I see. Now I get the title.
Oh yeah, we forgot to say the part where they said,
"Who's
He's
that
our
guy?"
You.
He's Our You.
He's our you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
Good stuff.
So here at the end of the episode, we have to we got to talk about if we liked it and was it good.
Did we like it? Was it
you
good?
can like something that sucks. You can hate something that rules. Merlaine, start us off. What did you think about this singular episode of television?
What did you think of the 10 minutes you watched and then the 40 minutes of me and JP explaining the rest of it?
Well, I'm glad I wish you were with me when I was watching it, because anyway, not knowing anything, my favorite part happened to be the little turn that the plot took, going to all of a sudden you're looking at an old Soviet looking car, you're looking at that, and the guy goes, "Yeah, you're done here. Thanks for your work." And then he walks away and he looks like James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of the whole thing. That and the kid.
Yeah.
The kid was very creepy, and I would love to talk to the person who did makeup.
Yeah.
Sure.
I suppose the Russian part was probably the only part where I'm like, this is something new.
Yeah.
I have no idea where we are or what's about to happen. Everything else, I'm like, oh, great, another Kate scene where she's thinking about boys.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Okay.
So if you had to give it like a you liked it, a meh, or you disliked it conceptually, where do you fall on that scale?
I would say I liked it only because of the 40 minutes that you described to me afterwards. Sounded interesting enough that I think I would have liked it, because I got hooked with the kid and the car.
Yeah, I do think the kid who plays Baby Ben, I'm famously on record saying that most children can't act; they can just follow instructions. So
Right.
an adult tells them what to do, and they
Right.
do it on camera.
Yeah.
But some children do have sort of an innate act.
he's
Yeah,
okay.
I think he's all right.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen worse children actors.
Yeah, he's got some honesty there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
for
we've
sure.
also seen child actors on this show just lock up.
Yeah, the Dead Zone kid.
Oh, the Dead Zone kid.
Yeah.
I mean, older baby Aaron, where they're
Yep,
just like,
yeah.
eat a waffle, don't look at the camera. And
Yep,
he's
and he
just wants to look at the camera
Yeah,
so
he can
bad.
do one of those things.
I have a lot of questions about animals in this series.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's what Merlaine's got to say. JP, what do you think? Did you like it? Was it good?
I don't know. No. I don't think I like this one. However, I'm very interested in, as so many of the puzzle pieces of this entire series have started to come together, understanding now young Ben's journey and how, okay, well, he's the big bad of seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
We now find out in season 5, he is the creation of the survivors.
Yeah.
They make him what he is between Saeed and then Deep Fryer and all that stuff. And I think that is a very, very interesting turn.
Sure.
However, as a Saeed episode, I feel like a lot of stuff got recycled and underdeveloped. So I don't think I really cared for it.
I can hardly wait for the Deep Fryer episodes.
It's just a big...
It's a big pool with bubbly, dirty water in it, and Freddie Nick, JP's brother, was on an episode, and he said it looked like a deep fryer.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we've been calling it the Deep Fryer.
Yeah. That's it.
Nice.
Adam, what did you think?
Yeah, I thought the Moscow part was cool, and then it was kind of just like coasting off of that. Like I tried to sit down and watch these just like in one sitting. I took like 3 breaks during this. Like every time there was a real like a commercial break in the thing, like I paused it.
Sure.
And I wandered around the house, like I've refilled my water. Like, so like when that's happening to me, I know I'm not necessarily being entertained by the episode if I'm not compelled to keep with it. So I would say that there were some, probably on the average, I'd have to, like, on the whole as the episode, I'd have to give it like an average, like a meh, whatever. But yeah, I thought the Moscow scene, the early flashback with that was interesting. And yeah, like you said, JP, sort of Ben's through line is a very sort of interesting thing that has been developing over season 5 here. So, but yeah, on the whole, yeah, I was just bored by parts of it.
Yeah, I think that I lost interest after the little trip to Moscow or wherever we were, and then I kept trying to come back to it, and I was hopelessly lost.
Yeah, and I've said it before too. That's the cardinal sin of an episode of television is if you're boring, that's poison for the audience.
Yeah.
Why would they keep watching if you're boring them?
Yeah.
So
if only they had taken more of a note from Samuel Beckett and written more theater of the absurd.
It is theater of the absurd.
Yeah.
I think your show might be theater of the absurd.
How dare you?
Oh, come on.
Oh man. Well, let's pass on some awards, shall we?
Yes, please.
The Lost MVP, our favorite character, concept joke of the episode. No context, no memory, no any of that. Just this 45 minutes of TV. Who is the MVP? Merlaine, kick it off. Who is your favorite?
Ooh. Again, gonna have to go with Creepy Kid. Gonna have to do it. Yeah,
Young Ben.
Young Ben. Yeah, because I liked it. He kind of held my attention. Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
for sure.
Ben.
Yeah,
we can do
totally.
that. Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah. JP,
Oldham.
Oldham. All right.
The fact that we have 2 episodes with Aldo, but Oldham, as far as we know, only gets
only
his
time.
1 appearance. I could have had him be a reoccurring character.
Absolutely.
Like have him be 300 years old and in the jungle
Oh,
Rousseau
gosh.
style,
Yeah.
like later in season 6 or something. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
We run into Rose and Bernard, and they've been living on the island by themselves, and Oldham's their neighbor. She's like, oh, that's all. Yeah, that's Dave. Oldham?
It's sad when you see a character that you want him to come back, and they're so good. I saw a little of that on another series that I was watching, and it's like, oh, bring back that guy, or that woman, that
They
character.
did that a handful of times on Lost. There was the sheriff in that one episode, the woman who ran sort of Juliet's tribunal.
Yeah.
She's in that episode.
Yeah.
That's it.
I could have seen like Claire finding his DMT stash when she turns
That's
into
why
crazy
she's so
Claire.
weird.
Yeah. Something. I don't know. It was very interesting, and I could have gotten a lot more out of that. So, Adam.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter.
The Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, former
No, the other one.
Yeah, former president of the United States, 39th president of the United States, Jimmy Carter.
Why?
Habitat for Humanity. That's good shit.
It is. I agree.
Out of all the presidents that we've had, he was probably like the least egregious. I don't know about the best, but like
he's an awesome guy.
Yeah, I mean,
he
so-
was,
yeah, his post presidential career is pretty good. Yeah, Habitat for Humanity, I fuck with that. So
and pulling worms out of children's feet
yeah,
What?
yeah,
in Africa.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He does that, or did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah,
All right.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
There's worms that go in your feet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, they're in your body, but
They started
Even worse.
sorry, we don't have time for that right now.
Yeah.
But
We'll cover the worm foot thing in
Yeah,
our
later.
follow-up podcast.
Later.
Okay. Well, flip side of this coin, the Lost Forever, King Suck of Shit Mountain. Who was your least favorite? That was a phrase I never thought I'd say to you, Merlaine. Who's your least favorite? Who didn't you like? What didn't you care for? Merlaine, start us off. What was your least favorite part of He's Our You?
Well, there are two things.
Yeah.
One, I was a little upset that it ended abruptly, the Moscow scene where it ended like, oh, no, you're done here. Bye. You gotta
Sure.
go. Bye.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, who's this guy and why? Why is it ending? Why?
Sure.
But I think that's more writing.
Sure.
Well, I mean, we've given the Lost Forever to the writers before. You can absolutely say that Edward Kitsis and Adam Horowitz are your Lost Forever. You can do that.
Well, that bothered me,
Okay.
and I guess I don't know the other characters well enough to weigh in on that, but yeah, I'm gonna go with writing on this because
Yeah.
even from what you described, the little soap opera moments later on,
The
that
bonkers
occurred.
thing about that is that Kitsis and Horowitz are two of the more prolific writers on the show, and probably some of the better ones.
Yeah.
Oh well, you know,
They went to Madison. They met at UW Madison.
Yeah.
They're Wisconsin boys.
couple little Wisconsin Easter eggs throughout the show.
geez, well, there you go. See?
So Merlaine didn't like the writing, but she was fine with the part where the kid got shot. Got it, Merlaine.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back and watch that now.
Educator retired. Okay.
JP lost forever.
Horace's wife,
Amy.
Amy, yeah, Amy's real bloodthirsty to kill Saeed, and now I see where Ethan gets it.
The whole acorn doesn't fall far from
Nature
the tree.
versus nurture.
Yeah, but isn't that writing or is that the actor?
Well, I'll give it to the character
of Amy.
Yeah,
The funny part is that Amy has been the Lost MVP in previous episodes.
Has she?
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Because she's badass sometimes.
yeah. Adam.
Radzinski, man. Like, talk about bloodthirsty. That dude's supposed to be a scientist. And then he flips out about the model. It's like, dude, you're building a big electromagnet.
I forgot about the model.
And you want to kill a guy because he saw your model of your electromagnet.
Oh, the diagram.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
or
diagram,
whatever.
yeah.
Diorama. Yeah.
Dude, I can't stand that guy.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I really hope somebody shoots him.
I'm picturing the incident happening and like the thermonuclear explosion and Oldham just tripping in the woods. Like, what was that, man? He's having a Cheech and Chong adventure out there. Just, man.
Yeah. Kitsis, Horowitz, Amy Goodspeed, Stuart Radzinski. Lost
Holy
forever.
smokes. That's a pretty interesting lineup. We did it.
We did it.
He's our you.
You
He
did
is
it.
our you, and that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty
I'm
awesome.
glad we have him, I guess.
Yeah.
Merlaine,
What?
thank you for joining us.
Oh yeah, it was just very weird.
Thank you for hosting us in your living room.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I'm glad we were able to make this happen.
Yes, this was phenomenal.
We
I'm
were,
so
we were
happy.
talking about this a couple of weeks ago. And we're like, no, we need to make this happen. So
I feel bad. I should have watched more.
you know what?
I didn't do my homework.
Doesn't matter.
It's payback
that's
for all the times
payback.
we didn't do
That's
our
There
homework.
you go. It's see karma.
Wheel never stops turning. That's right. JP, what are we doing next time?
If you're looking to be lost with us, holy shit. Next time, we're going to be watching Season 5,
Oh shit!
Episode 7, The Life and Death of Jeremy Bentham. Coming back all the way from Texas
All the way from Texas.
is going to be Jeff Leinenkugel.
Texas Jeff Leinenkugel.
Everything's bigger in Texas, including Jeff. He's 6'5" in Texas. This is a highly anticipated episode. A lot of plot lines hang on this episode.
So weave through it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the long anticipated.
Yeah. Long anticipated life and death of Jeremy Bentham. John Locke, our central character. Jeff is a big John Locke fan.
Yeah.
We asked him if he wanted to come back to the show, and he was like, only if I can do another Locke episode. We're like, we'll see what we can
There's
do.
not a lot of those in the back half of the
There
show.
are not,
so.
no.
So yeah, I mean, we said a lot pinned on Jughead, and it didn't so much. So now I'm thinking it's all going to be the life and death of Jeremy Bentham. So
only one would find out.
Oh man! So please come on back with us in 2 weeks. Merlaine, thank you again.
Yes, thank you so
You
much.
guys, this has been weird. This has been really fun and weird.
I think that's the best case scenario.
Yeah. Yeah. What more could you hope for?
It's nice to see you both sober.
Where's the rim shot button?
Yeah, right.
Oh man, well thank you out there for tuning into another episode of Lost on Lost.
Man.
I'm JP.
Do you have any idea what's going on in this show?
No.
No, me neither. Lost on Lost is produced and edited by me and JP.
We wish to acknowledge that we live, work, and produce our show on occupied land.
Burbank, California is located on the traditional tribal lands of the Tongva, Chumash, Kizh, and Fernandino Tataviam peoples.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin is located on the traditional tribal lands of the Peoria, Potawatomi, Miama, and Ho-Chunk peoples.
And Lost was produced in Hawaii on the lands of the Kanaka Maoli.
Visit native-land.ca to learn more about the land you live and work on.
You can engage with us on IG, Facebook, and Twitter at Lost on Lost 1.
You can also email us at wearelostonlost@gmail.com or support us with dollar monies at coffee.com/wearelostonlost.
Thanks to Lostpedia and its community of contributors, Danny Schmitz, random.org, and as always, you the listeners for tuning in.
We're hosted at Podbean. You can hear us there or wherever you get your podcasts, except MySpace. We're not on MySpace.
Yet. Let's go get a drink.